at Sage Presence look pretty deeply into the question of what gets in the way of people's presence. And one of the things that we think and talk a lot about is the question of judgment, or maybe it's the process of judgment. We talk to people about what gets in their way when they network, what gets in their way when they present to an audience of a particular size. And what very often comes up in conversation is this notion that the person that they're talking with in a networking conversation, or the people that they're talking to in a presentation, are judging them in some way. And there's a fair amount to get at as we process this topic of judgment. So first of all, a lot of people talk about judgment as equivalent to rejection, and I want to make a distinction there. The most important distinction to understand is that judgment and rejection really are two different things. So rejection, at the very least, is a certain thing. When they don't want to talk to you, when they don't want to hear from you, you know it. They have rejected you. It's a no, but at least it's better than the uncertainty that comes with judgment. And the reason judgment is uncertain is what judgment is they are processing you in some way. You're a new entity for them, and they are watching you and listening to you and processing what you're saying, and they're asking themselves questions. Do I agree with this person? Do I disagree with them? Do I like the vibe that I'm getting from this person, or do I have a challenge with their vibe in some way? Are we getting along? Are we clashing in some way? So everybody naturally processes, judges the people that they're interacting with. It's kind of an automatic human thing. We all do it when we interact with folks, especially for the first time, because time is limited. And if we determine, this person isn't worth my time, then we're kind of incented to make a decision sooner than later. And that's why first impressions are so valuable. Judgment is a natural thing that we need to be okay with in our audiences when we present, and in the people that we're talking to when we network. Now, second thing to understand about judgment is we are judging the same time that they are judging. We are judging them as an audience in a presentation, and as an audience in a one-on-one networking conversation. We are assessing certain things about them, and we're deciding things about them. And very often what we're deciding about the people that we're talking to creates a problem that gets in our way. So it's really easy for us to assess a certain facial expression as, oh, they're not liking what I'm talking about. Oh, they're not listening to me. Oh, they're distracted. Oh, they're falling asleep. Oh, they're looking for an opportunity to leave the conversation. So I'm going to make a very broad general statement here. I think it's never a good idea for you to judge negatively about your audience, exactly for the same reason as you don't want them to judge you negatively. You don't want them to reject you. So you don't want to reject them as an audience member. There are some organizations out there that say, hey, when your audience isn't the friendliest, just look above their heads. They can't tell. I think that's not good advice. I think you actually want to reach out and make eye contact with your audience, no matter what you are deciding about them, or no matter what they are doing that might have you decide something. If your audience member, if their eyes are closed, or if they're scowling, or if they're looking distracted, if they're looking bored, if they're looking tired, all of those things are just things, and you really shouldn't decide anything about them. It's actually quite common that somebody is totally engaged in what you're saying, but their body language just isn't communicating that. People's faces aren't necessarily accurate communicators of what's going on inside their heads. Plus, there's just a ton of variables and a ton of circumstances that have nothing to do with you that can create something visual on their end that you can misinterpret. So, to counter this, here's what we recommend. We recommend that you be okay with whatever signals you get from the people that you're talking to, whether it's a one-on-one networking conversation or a one-to-many presentation, no matter what you see out there. Just decide it's okay. And if you want to take it one step farther, then go beyond okay. Decide that whatever you see is absolutely perfect. It's exactly the way that it should be. You over there with your eyes closed, that's awesome. I'm going to present to you for a second. You over there who's looking bored, that is even better. I'm going to present to you for a little while. You in the middle who are writing something down right now, maybe on your phone, that is absolutely perfect. And I'm going to talk to you for a little while. So enjoy the people that you're talking to, regardless of the clues that they might be sending out that you can misinterpret and that you can judge them for. Don't judge them. Be cool with anything and everything, and that is going to sustain the high positive presence that you want to have when you are networking and when you are presenting. Give that a shot and let us know how it goes for you.